Welcome back to the channel, you guys. It is your girl, Wicked Raider, preparing to start the 2023 account. So it is that time. Want to hop in, have a chance to join in clan-wise as well, kind of build it, see where things go and how they go. I'm really excited, to be honest, hoping that this username is available. Y'all, don't do me wrong. Don't do me wrong. Yes, yes, it is. So, if you have not done so, I highly, highly recommend that you go ahead and start a new pay free to play account, of course, just to kind of get a feel for gameplay. It's going to be a huge one. So it's been a while since I've had a chance to do this one. I can't even get it out. I'm so excited. But it is time. It is time. It is time. So let's see if anything has changed since I ran this video a couple of months ago. I know the player has been putting in so many updates. Login champions have been changing as well, but it'll be nice to kind of see how things go if I'm able to pull this off for an entire year. And so just to have a variety, I think it's going to be a big one for me. See how many challenges we can overcome, how many new champions will be involved as well. So same beginning screen work so far, at least it appears so. Same starter champions. I was wondering if the starter champions would actually change, but they have not so far. Now the question becomes, who are we going to pick as our starter champion? And I know this is such an important option as well. So you're going to see me click through. Many of us have seen the beginning graphics a couple of times, so we're not too taken aback by it. I've had a chance to look at all of these starter champions. In particular, Aethel is a really good champion. Even Galette, I had some love for Galette, I will be honest. And Kale was my first starter. Elhain was my second. Aethel was my third. And then Galette was my fourth. And so at this point, I'm kind of torn. I'm sitting here thinking now, like, who's going to be the ultimate starter? And if you get a chance, guys, in the comments, let me know who you picked as your starter champion. Was there a reason that you selected that particular champion? And if you were to go back now and create a new account, who would you use? I always thought it was hilarious that she got completely swallowed. And then you want to turn around and have me choose her for a champion, which I think is hilarious. Personality is definitely going to shine through depending on who you select for your initial champ. Actually, I think I'm going to go with Kale. I really think I'm going to choose Kale out of all these champions. I think they all have potential for a lot of good reasons. I've enjoyed all of them, honestly. As far as longevity, probably Kale and maybe Aethel have the deepest longevity game-wise. I can certainly see why in so many cases, but we're going to go back. We're going to choose this for our beginning champion. And then, of course, we have to go through all of the talks, all of the showing, have us do a little bit of summoning. We all know one of my favorites, Sniper, is going to appear for us. Do love some Sniper. I think with this account, I've been trying to decide where exactly my the story, where my focus is going to lie. So do I plan on going in with the option of building as we've all been encouraged to, or and I finally figured out about the auto. I didn't know what to say. Or do I plan on just building, gathering as many champions as possible and seeing how it goes? I think honestly, I'm going to try to build my one champion. So starting out, I'm literally going to follow the rules. I'm going to focus on 6-starring my starter champion and kind of seeing where it goes from there. They're going to want us to go in and place these artifacts, which this is the part, I get it. You want to have a guide, show people areas of the game. Woo. Still getting over a little cough here. Of course, having to equip horrible equipment, guys, just horrible. I forgot how it felt to have 1-star equipment. Oh gosh, I don't even know what to say. 1 star, 1 star. That is impressive to say the least. We know that War Priest probably is still going to be the third champion that you acquire. It's kind of funny how they go in order, and it's so nostalgic to go back to this point. Um, I've never made it like 60 levels in, but I think it'll be good to have updates. This will be one of the staples on the account, just logging in weekly to kind of see what progress I've been able to make, where I am. Already made it to level 2. I know you guys see how amazing that is. Taking you back, they're going to want you to equip this horrid piece as well. We see the icon. Yes, I get it. They're going to force you to upgrade this horribleness. We get it. Oh, the fact they make you upgrade that is just so disrespectful. So will not be upgrading very often. But I wanted to get this into play, have a chance. Oh, okay. I wasn't ready. I forgotten that Ronda was, wow, actually the login champion. Okay, I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready at all. So Ronda's going to be our login champion, which is kind of funny. Every time I've started a free-to-play account, I've actually had a different login champ. So to see her is pretty impressive, to be honest. I do have a free reward, so that allows me to, downloading resources. Nice. Okay, okay. So free reward there. Prime Gaming drops, which I won't be getting into this one. I actually use my Prime for my main accounts. There's always news that's going to be available, especially with the Fusion finishing up. You have your daily logins. We're back to day number 1. Gosh, this is pretty impressive. This is pretty impressive. So, kind of taking a look, gonna have those fusions still available for you for another day or so. Going in, just going through, kind of getting rid of the red dots because those drive me absolutely insane. It's kind of funny when you scroll through the fragment pieces as well, because for the longest, I didn't realize that there were some champions that you were required to get fragments for, and there were others that you still could pull from shards. And so I was going through, just clicking off red dots, and like, for example, Lady Irish is in this group. Finchy is in this group, which I'll be honest, guys, if I went through and I pulled this epic, or I went through and gathered all the fragments for that particular epic, Skismos consumed, Mordecai, I would be upset. I would absolutely be upset. I will be honest. There are some champions, Dur the Hunger. Oh my God, love her, still love her. But there are some champions that honestly, if I had gone through that much trouble, Huntress is one, Bloodborne is another. And if I pull these champions after doing all of that work, I would probably be absolutely livid because they are not great champions. So you feel like you're doing so much work. You really have a purpose and all that greatness. And then there is like nothing. It can certainly be disappointing. I think the legendaries, of course, are going to always be a lot more interesting, even though I know there are a few in there that don't necessarily make the cut for you either. Just want to make sure I'm able to kind of get rid of my red dots. So many fragments, so many fragments. I don't know why you're still red. I don't see anything. So, oh well, we will say that that is nice and done there. So eventually we'll get that red dot to disappear. We're going to go to our shop. I remember one while I couldn't figure out the appreciation pack and kind of how it worked. So I would skip it so often, so often. And then I found myself kind of level up pretty quickly here. Oh, the New Year's gift is going to come in handy. I will definitely say this is going to come in extremely handy. I just noticed a difference. There is no legendary here. Remember how previous video was kind of looking at the New Year's gift chain, and I was so excited because there was additional I thought there was an additional unit of energy. You got more energy, number one, because you got two. It was two, two, and two. And you had the legendary book at the bottom, and you had 5-star chicken. So they definitely go through, kind of level you out, humble you just a little bit. That one changed. I usually do forget that so many things that we actually go in and do. I'm going to rename myself because I can. Wicked Raider 2023. So want to go in, make that name change on profile. Of course, that's going to help you as well. And remember, there are some rules when you are entering, I want to say I may have to just take out. Maybe take out the numbers altogether. Okay. So the number of numbers is going to be the other issue, but you can, of course, unlock a couple of things by going in with the champion. Never figured out honestly how to get that one. We're going to change my girl up, switch her just a little bit, and I'll use her. Why not? I actually thought she was the achievement one that was at the end of the Path of Light, but you don't have access to that when you start a new account. So we're going to get a little silver. That'll move us up to level 4. Guys, you'll be at level 10 in no time. It doesn't take long to start moving. It probably takes longer when you're thinking about when you can unlock things like the forge, when I can go in and kind of participate in those areas. I'm going to join the clan, of course, get that one in. So want to join up, make sure I am in there, checking in. Wicked Raider 23 is going to be there. Got a couple of members we haven't seen in a few days, but we're going to be all good. All good. Still have slots available as well. So hoping you guys can get in on that one. Oh, can't wait till I can get to that tavern. That'll be nice. Go in and do a little collecting before we start making moves. And of course, energy. Energy is going to be one of those. You will not struggle with the usage of energy. I did also assume, though, that I would have a little bit more access to XP at this point, but no worries. I am going to go in. I wonder if you can. Wow. I thought artifact removal. Oh wow, there's a charge for that one. There is a charge on this baby account for artifact removal. So we will not be doing that just yet. Uh level 6, we've got to get there. They do give you access to clan boss, which for some reason I thought clan boss was kind of locked away from you for a little while. But you're only 3-starring, so you're just kind of moving through, hoping to hit all of the champions, all the levels up until this point that you can move straight through. So it'll be interesting to get Rhonda at the beginning of an account to definitely see the difference. Remember when we first started, Deliana was my first login champ. Talia was the second one that I ended up pulling with the second set of free to play. And for 2023, it looks as though, guys, we will be laying out for this session. So this will be our free to play account for 2023. Just kind of want to get it in because I know we're still New Year's Eve here, but I've got a birthday that is coming up, of course. And so it'll be kind of nice to be able to get everything done. Clan is going to be ready. And then I can also benefit if you go ahead and create that account today. You'll have enough time to get into a clan and participate in CBC. The CBC coming up also has personal rewards. So even as a player that's just starting out, you may not be able to contribute a huge amount, but you're already running campaign. You can certainly get to that 1,000 point mark and benefit from the rewards that are available. You can also just kind of help your team by chipping in. Crusader is going to be that other champion that's going to be pulled pretty quickly. And we'll hold him over to the side. Still have those 30 multi-battles, so I may go in and let those build up over time because Tuesday is right around the corner. So it'll be more than worth it to kind of see. You'll wrap out after completing this first stage of campaign, of course, with War Priest. So nothing beyond the login champion has changed so far. It will be interesting to see what I end up pulling for my first set of shards. So you start getting sacred and void shards and seeing what champions come forth. That's when I really, really get excited for new accounts because it's nice to work with new champions. I also go in and push myself a lot harder to not build out the same champions that I've had on previous accounts. So that's the other place where I'm working hard as well. Now, one thing that's interesting, but I always forget she's level 2. I was about to say Sniper is upgrading quicker than Kale, but he starts as a level 3 or a 3-star. But if you haven't done it, guys, go ahead and make that dip. Reserve your name. Get ready for 2023. CVC is going to be on Tuesday. You do have those login rewards, which would be really, really nice to have. Always great to have some energy, some multi-battles, and some books. But we'll see how this will go. I'll let it play out. Put you guys on a weekly update schedule and talk to you soon. Happy gaming.